Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Happy holidays. We have a few coming up very soon. And thank you for supporting this channel. I hope you're watching the videos. I hope they're helping you get better. And today we will look at one of my best tournament games ever. It happened in the last round of the tournament 3 weeks ago. I played someone rated a little bit under 1600. The time control was an hour and a half with a 30-second increment. And I was black, and we got the dragon. So e4, c5, knight f3, d6, d4 takes, knight f6, knight c3, g6. And we got the dragon. White plays the main line, bishop e3. The idea is to play queen z2, well, f3 first, then queen z2, castle on, attack on the king side, with the combination of the bishop and the queen over here. Okay, bishop g7, White contains with his pawn f3, knight c6. So far, everything makes sense. Queen d2, I castle, he castled, and they played the line which I like, which is the second main move. The main move is pawn d5. I slightly prefer knight takes knight, which is what I did. Knight takes, he takes back with the bishop, and the point behind this trade is now I can play bishop e6. And my plan is to play queen a5 next and double attack this pawn. He plays the best move, king b1. Now, if I play queen a5, he can play knight d5, attacking the queen, but also attacking this pawn. Because now if I take the queen, he can throw this in first, win a pawn, and only then take the queen back. This is the point of king here. Because let's go back. Let's imagine he plays h4. Now queen a5, knight d5, I can trade queens, and it's a check. Which means he doesn't have time to take. At any rate, back to this world. This is the point of king b1. This is why I don't play queen a5, because if I do, I would have to go back. Because the queen is attacked and the pawn is attacked. Which is why I played queen c7. The point is to play this move next. Now he began to pawn storm, pawn g4. I played rook c8. He played pawn h4. And now I can play queen a5. And the point is that now if he plays here, I can take the queen. Because this it's not scary. In fact, I can play king f8, and his knight is attacked, and my queen still needs to be captured. So, this is why I play queen a5. I have a very concrete threat, which is rook takes knight. Because the knight defends the square, this is a common idea in the dragon, and after the knight falls, this becomes possible. And he played g5. G5 is not terrible. My sacrifice does not work anymore for a very interesting reason. If let's say he played h5, I can sacrifice. He has to take with the queen. If it takes with the pawn or the bishop, I can take and then checkmate. Checkmate. So he has to take with the queen. And now the point is, after this check, I can play bishop check. And I don't want to spend a lot of time showing you the full line, but the point is this is a key part of that line. This ability to check with the bishop. When he played pawn g5, I don't have this anymore. And so that means this just simply doesn't work because takes, I mean, I get a pawn. It's not the end of the world, but my attack doesn't work. Which is why I saved my knight. I played knight here. He took my he took my bishop. I took back with the king. Um, and here he played. Let me try to remember. Here he played. Did he play bishop h3? Um, yeah, here he played bishop h3. Um, he played bishop h3. Um, and here um, I could allow for this trade to happen over here, which is not terrible because I take with a pawn. And my pawns cover a lot of squares. I get an open line over here with pressure on this pawn, but I wasn't sure what to do in the meantime. So I decided to take, and the logic is I'm making his rook worse. So takes, and now I centralize my queen. Queen e5, it's a nice queen. My knight is stuck on the side of the board. He would like to come back. He played queen d5, which is not a bad move. If he takes, he ruins my pawns very, very slightly. And if you can imagine this position in the endgame, with all the pieces gone, just pawns and kings, it means white can create a passed pawn more easily on this side than I can with my doubled extra pawn on the king side. So this is why I decided to take him first. I wasn't worried about this because that opens this line, but I didn't want him to damage my pawns. He took with a knight, attacking this pawn. I cannot play e6 because then this pawn becomes weak. And then he can drop the knight back, double the rooks on this pawn, maybe bring the knight and attack it more. So I defend with the king, and my logic was I wanted to bring the knight back into the world. He plays a good move, rook h2. The rook was doing nothing here. Now it can switch somewhere more useful. I brought my knight back, knight g7. And he played this one. And I realized that he was trying to push this pawn. And then I realized that I actually also want him to push this pawn. Because right now I would like to attack the pawns on the king side, but it's hard. But once this moves, it becomes less hard. So I improve my knight. Maybe I can go here and try to trade, because his knight is better than my knight. And he plays here, which is actually a strategic mistake. Also, calculation mistake, because after this, black is just better. I took first, because I don't want him to ruin my pawns. He took back. Rook c4, attacking this pawn. He defends. Sometimes he could push. And I play rook d8. And the logic is maybe I can play here with pressure like this. Maybe I can go here, double attack the knight, connecting here. He moved his knight, attacking my rook. I moved my rook with pressure on this pawn. He played h5. And here I calculate some cool ideas. So I took his pawn. I took here. Okay, so white would like to take this pawn, but he cannot. I will pause and have you tell me why. And the reason is if white takes, black actually has a cool checkmate. Black can also win the knight, but it's even cooler to check. After the knight takes, the second rook comes with checkmate. For the same reason, rook here doesn't work as well because he has this check and life becomes a lot more complicated. Now, he realized my threat, but he stopped it in a really weird way. he brought his king over here, which starts my rook from coming. But now I can improve my knight. I have two threats. Obviously, I'm here in the rook, but also I am threatening this. So, for example, if he takes, I can now check, and once again I can sacrifice. Takes, check. Okay, he's smart, so he didn't do that. He dropped the rook back. Saving the rook, covering the back rank. And here I spent a couple of minutes, maybe more than a couple, and found a very cool idea, which I'm very proud of. I'm going to pause and see if you can find it. And this idea is quite complicated, which is why this is one of my favorite games. The idea is this. What's the point? Well, I'm attacking the rook. The rook needs to defend the knight. So it has to go either here or here. Or white can take first and then. So he took, I took. And now again, the rook can go here or here. In the game, he moved here. If he plays the other move, notice we have this going on. Also notice the knight is not protected. We cannot take it yet because he'll take our knight first. But the point is we can move the knight with check, and then we can take. Okay, so in the game, he played there, but my plan was really cool. Check, and then fork, which is nice. Which is what happened. Check, check. White has one cute try which doesn't work, which is through here pinning me. And now for the final blow, the checkmate which you already saw. Check, knight takes, and then checkmate. Game over. This is one of my favorite games. My tournament overall went quite decent. I had 3 wins, 2 draws, 0 losses. It was quite reasonable. And this game was a nice culmination of it. I hope you enjoyed it. Please come back for more videos. Please like, please subscribe, and I will be back soon. Thank you.